Sup guys, how's it going? My name's Jfro Loonshard. I'm the head SMITE analyst for Console Corner. A few of you may have seen some of my work on the website with the Photoshop. We might have just like talked in Twitter and stuff like that in DMs. But hi, how's it going? Face to the name. We're gonna dive in. We're gonna talk a little bit about the matchups and what I personally think is gonna happen for MSI. For those that don't know, the MSI is the Midseason Invitational. Between July 8th and 11th, it's going to be happening. It's going to be featuring SMITE Console League, SMITE Premier League, and SMITE Minor League. All three are going to be completing in this huge crossplay event. It is the first for SMITE, so it's a little exciting. Honestly, like it seems a little unfair, but I think personally, based on numbers, because I don't really know much about SMITE Minor League or SMITE SPL, that's Premier League, based on numbers, I'm going to be doing my predictions because I personally think SMITE Console League has a very, very good chance at taking it. And I'm just going to dive into it. I mean, the first match we got going up, we got the freaking Hype versus Flashpoint. So Hype Unit is by far the fan favorite. Everyone loves Hype Unit. Hype Unit, it's just, they're awesome. They're good. They're one of the best SMITE players. Like, they're awesome. And I love just like the competitiveness that they have during the season. They kept it interesting because, I mean, as much as I love all the other teams, like Nemesis is great, Outcold Gaming Blue, don't get me started, they're some of my favorite people, and Rival, the best team last year, they're great. But Hype Unit over here, they managed to keep it so interesting during the season with Heat Uprise. Like, it got to week 11, and we were like, who's gonna make it to land? Like, what's happening? We need something. So it was hype, needless to say. But they're gonna be going up against Flashpoint. Wow, I jumped the gun on that one. They're going up against Flashpoint, which I guess is a pretty good team. I know Flashpoint is an org that's across Paladins as well. So I've heard of Flashpoint before. The Flashpoint guys on Paladins are awesome. So I don't know how it transfers over, but it's a cool organization. Overall, it's pretty nice because, I mean, you look at the season they had. Flashpoint was 18-12, while Hype Unit was 21-6. Only 6 losses. And you got to look at their division. It was actually a pretty competitive division. It was the most competitive division in all of the SDL. Let's be honest. I mean, overall, these teams are amazing. They're extremely competitive, but their hunters are really what I'm looking at here because their hunters really stand out. Overall, I mean, Hype Unit's hunter, their freaking Griffin Slays is ridiculous. This dude is like 106, 38, and 179 assists. I think he's doing pretty well, considering we got I can't even pronounce his name over on Flashpoint. We got Kespanefi. I don't know. He's got 97, 66, and 209. I mean, their assists are pretty close, but overall, I think Hype Unit's like hunter is really what's gonna like make or break this team. The rest of the team does really well. I mean, it's really hard. I don't have the stats for the support. You can't really gauge how much is healing, so I can't really work off of that. I mean, inbound's amazing. Don't get me wrong. But like overall, it's hard to kind of tell who's gonna do well in support. But the hunters are really what I'm looking at for this team, and the hunters are really what's gonna push Hype Unit over the edge because they are by far I mean, obviously they're the best team in Xbox for NA because they're at LAN. But overall, I think Hype Unit is one of the best teams because they work so well together. They stuck with the same roster. They stuck with everything. All the top teams in this league have stuck with the same roster, and that's really what's made or break it. That's it. Honestly, you stick with the same team, you stick with the same competitiveness. Hype Unit's definitely going to take this round 1 pick from Flashpoint. Okay, I need to take a breath. My bad. So, next up, we got Outcold Gaming Blue versus Armada. Now, Outcold Gaming Blue, I've been following the entire season. Their league wasn't as competitive because they had one of the worst teams in the league. I'm sorry, VGS gods. The stats don't lie. You were one of the worst teams in the league. But it's okay. There's always next year. Or phase 2. You did have some wins in there. That was cool, but we're not talking about you now. We're talking about Outcold Gaming Blue. My personal favorite team in all of the SCL because all the guys are super friendly, super helpful. They're actually really good players too. But they're going up against Armada. Overall, the season Flash Outcold Gaming Blue, you see it down there. They're 23-3. So like only losing 3 matches, pretty awesome because that's almost the best record. I mean, Rival's okay, but that's like almost the best record that you have out of all these teams. And Outcold Gaming Blue is killing it. They have the best hunter in all of the Smite Console League. I said before, I mean, it's awesome that freaking Griffin Slays is good. He's awesome. But overall, Just Lion, best hunter in all of the SCL. Out of these 4 teams, out of Rival, Outcold, freaking Nemesis, and Hype, Just Lion is ridiculous. He is a beast, and he is killing it in this league. I mean, you can, I guess, Armada, you know, whatever, he's 127, 56, and 211. That's good. But Just Lion is on a whole different level. And I get it. Whatever. Every argument can be made. Okay, yes, controller versus mouse and keyboard, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about how amazing Just Lion is and how he is definitely going to push it. And you also, I mean, you gotta look at, I mean, on top of that, their Guardian, their support, has fewer deaths. Their Guardians, out of the entire season, Outcold Gaming Blue has way less deaths than Armada's. Because Armada's sitting on like 79 deaths. If your support's not around, you're not doing anything. You're not pushing lane. You can't. You literally can't do anything without your support. You go in a team fight, you're gone. I don't care how much damage your hunter does. I don't care how much damage your jungle can jump in and do. Because their jungle isn't even that good. Like, their jungle's like 23, 17, and 40. Like, Armada, really? Really? This is a jungler. The role is getting in and getting kills. It's not even their sub. They have a sub in there that doesn't even, like, it doesn't make any sense. If you're only as good as your team, as, like, the rest of your team, and if your solo's going in a 9, 3, and 13, your Guardian's dying 79 times, you're not taking a win. Outcold Gaming Blue is going to shred and destroy these guys. It's unfortunate for them, but that's how it's going to be. Then we go to, okay, as much as I'm going to get off the Outcold Gaming Blue. I love them. They're my favorite. I need to move on, though, because Rival, going to be playing SNG. Rival, I mean, everyone knows Rival. Everyone who's watched Smite Console League at all knows Rival. They are one of the best teams. They are the best. They won Worlds last year. They're like the best. They obviously made it out of their division. The only competition they really had was Dobos, but like Dobos cheated. So yeah, that's that. Rivals 22-2, while SNG is sitting on 17-12. Sanguine Esports. Now don't get confused. There's one in SCL. There's also one in the SPL for is there a rival? There's a rival in the SPL. I don't know. I don't pay too much attention to the other leagues. I am focused on console. So this is what we're doing. But there's like an extra rival. There's like all these like different teams across the board. It would be interesting, honestly. Honestly, it'd be interesting to see Rival win because I would love to see Rival versus Rival because it is crossplay. So that's a completely viable thing that can happen. But also, overall, Rival does have the best solo laner in the Smite Console League, like overall, but SNG's solo is just better. Like, he's just better. I mean, his solo is sitting 92, 85, and 205 assists with like 21,000 player damage. Like, he's just better. I hate to say it, but Rival, you're really going to have your work cut out for you. I know you're the best, but Sandwich is doing better. You have a better record. That's about it. I mean, you got to look at the competition in your league. Anyways. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be negative, but Rival, I don't think you're going to do this. I can't. I have a lot of faith. You do have better jungle. You do have, like, a really good jungle. I mean, Dinosaur is great. He's, like, one of the better junglers out there. But overall, the whole team of SNG, they just have better stats. They have more player damage. They have more gold per minute. They have more tower damage. And I said earlier, tower damage is important. You need tower damage or else you aren't winning. The match is over. That's like win. Like, it's the only way to win. I mean, there's deicides, but I'm focusing on towers. It's a MOBA. Destroy the damn towers. Do what you're supposed to do. And Rival, you're close. You have 48.3 tower damage, but they're sitting on 50. They're like 7,000 more in player damage, so they're gonna get the kills. They're gonna get the towers. They're gonna get the gold. The better. It's just overall. Sorry, your solo's better. They just have an all-around better team. So I think SMG is gonna be taking it. Last but not least, though, we got the freaking PS4 NA All-Stars. Nemesis was undefeated this entire season, and it's amazing that they did this feat in PS4 NA when you had good teams. Cyclone was good, and then they cheated 2 weeks in a row. But like you had good teams in the PS4. Like it was a pretty good split. But Nemesis just dominated. 24-5, like the best record out of anyone in the SCL. On top of that, I mean, it's more games played, I understand that. But still, like, they went undefeated. They have the best mid. I mean, their freaking mid laner is ridiculous. Like Covey just... No. Like, no one can go up... Like, if it was up to, like, the PS4 split, like PS4 NA versus EU, I'm sorry. But Covey's just... Oh, no. Covey's just going to completely eviscerate, like, Cynortis. I love you, Cynortis. I love all of... OCGB, but Nemesis is just their numbers don't lie. They're ridiculous. They got 102,686 player damage. They have the highest in all of the SCL. OCGB was second place at 101,000, but they got 102,686 player damage. That's more than all of the Smite Minor League as well. Like it's ridiculous how much damage they're doing here because they're getting the kills, they're picking them all up, and they're not backing down. They haven't lost a match. They're not going to suddenly lose to Simplicity? Really? What are you going to do, Simplicity? You're 9-3. Like, you're 19-9. Like, your matches are 19-9. It's not... Your tower damage is better, yes. But 22,000 on you for player damage. They're gonna get the kills, they're gonna get the gold, they're gonna get their items, and they're just gonna take you down. It's so close, 64-65 with tower damage, with Nemesis just one below. But, like, they're gonna take it. That's it. Nemesis is winning. My final thoughts overall, I mean, I'm excited for the Midseason Invitational. Little mad about how it's going with console versus PC, but, as I said in the whole video, numbers are what matters. It's the players. It's who's playing with each other. It's the synergy you guys have. Hype, ridiculous team, amazing like comp. Like everyone is just like working together. They're doing what they're supposed to do, and they're just knocking it out of the park. And Outcold Gaming Blue as well. I've not seen a problem with any of these teams. Everyone's doing so well, like synced up. It's all about that. But then you got like, get it, whatever. Smite mouse keyboard. I get it. It's scary. It's scary that you're going to be going up with a controller against these people. But honestly, you stick to your guns. You stick to what you're supposed to be doing. You stick to that ridiculous amount of damage Nemesis that you have, like better than everyone. You stick to that. You'll be fine. So overall, I got Hype beating Flashpoint. I got Outcold Gaming Blue beating Armada. I got Rival losing the Sanguine. I'm sorry, SMG is going to take it from you guys, Rival. But I also got Nemesis beating Simplicity. Those are what I think is going to happen. I'm excited to see it. Remember, July 8th through the 11th, Midseason Invitational. I'll be there.